tonight, and we welcome you to the championship race here tonight. Sorry about the little bit of the late start here. Was having some issues with the stream starting, but we are here now. We have our qualifying grid taken to the green here in just a moment. As it looks like Bradley Wilson will sit on the pole here. There's going to be Stoney Benfield, Josh Carver, Logan Rhodes, Robbie Bice, Matthew Fitz, Case Collenbeck, Clayton Kincart, Ed DeBoer, Jimmy Green, Colin Forrester, James Morgan, Patrick Ginter, David Salter, Adam McKinney, Stan Mayberry, Chad Hitchcock, Jonathan Coombs, Austin Rhodes, Ryan Sword. And that'll be your field here tonight, as it looks like the pace car is getting off. We're getting ready to go here for the championship race at Richmond. Green, 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 the field all out of sorts. We're racing.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get off to a start, though. Josh Carver in that 3 cash machine. I want to say he's having another kid. So Josh Carver repping that number 3 cash car. So congratulations there to Josh Carver on that. That is a good-looking race car out there. It's good to see Josh Carver. Stoney Benfield currently sitting in that 3rd spot. Robbie Bice moved himself up into that 4th spot, so already moved himself up 1 position as we welcome you here tonight. Like we said, had a little bit of an issue where Austin Rhodes had went live on the Facebook and accidentally took over the stream key for the Full Throttle race here tonight. So actually earlier when everybody was watching, that was actually, you were watching his stream. So, but we're here tonight. Bradley Wilson currently getting out to a little bit of a lead, but our championship 4 currently looking like they are not riding through the field right now. Colin Forrester currently sitting in that 10th spot. You see Jimmy Green going to be also one of those drivers battling for one of those positions, and then right behind him, Stan Mayberry is going to be, whoa, as I say that, Stan Mayberry down into the bottom wall. Oh my goodness, oh, I was just saying, Stan Mayberry, he was having such a good start here. Looks like he's going to be down into that bottom wall. He's going to keep it going. So that might be that 99's night, but he could keep rolling here. We'll see. Could have a caution here later on. Come down, get some repair. If he doesn't blow the engine on that car, he's going to be fine. But right now, you're going to see him really fall back to the back there with a lot of that damage. Stan Mayberry, I know he hates these short tracks. But right now, Stoney Benfield currently sitting in that 3rd spot, dropping back 1 position. Robbie Bice moved himself up into the 4th spot. Whoa, getting a little loose. Is that 28?
It's tight as well.
Yeah, you see him get loose into the corner.
The end of Logan Rhodes.
So Logan Rhodes currently right now sitting in that spot to take home that championship if this was the end of the race, but it's not the end of the race. We've still got 134 more laps to go. So this is going to be interesting to see how these really plays out. Bradley Wilson, Josh Carver, Stoney Benfield, these 3 drivers up here not battling for that championship. But right now, Logan Rhodes currently sitting in that 4th spot. Looks like he's sitting up in a good spot. Colin Forrester right now in that 9. Looks like he's come up 2 positions right now. He's trying to battle his way up. And then Jimmy Green right behind him, battling for that championship spot. And then, like we said, Stan Mayberry, who was one of those drivers that was battling for that spot, now currently falling back all the way 14 seconds off of the leader. So Stan Mayberry going to have to hope for a caution here to come out, so that way he can come down pit lane and get some repair and not be out of this. It's not over for him just yet. We've seen Bradley Wilson all season come back with missing hoods and bumpers and rear deck lids and all kinds of stuff winning races. So, just because you got a little bit of damage here, Stan, doesn't mean you're out of it. I see he's down pit lane right now. So Stan going to go ahead and try to get some of that damage repair early on. Maybe hope for an early caution here. But right now, Bradley Wilson going to put Stan Mayberry a lap down. Going to assume that lead that he's assumed from the lead of the race is Bradley Wilson. So Josh, what are we looking for here tonight? As we got on a little late here, we see these boys really starting to single file out. Looks like Matthew Fitz moved himself up into that 6th spot where he started. Gonna hang on to that starting position. Ed DeBoer, also one of those drivers that we were talking about. Looks like I might have had one of the drivers, I might have said one too many drivers on that championship bout.
But yeah, Chris, to answer your question, I think tonight we're just going to see drivers doing what they're doing right now, just a groove. 140 laps, I mean, that's a lot of laps, but it's not a lot around here at Richmond. And if they stay green flag, it's going to be over before you know it. It's weird to think that tonight will be the last night of a Full Throttle. And, while we see one season come to an end, we saw one come to life tonight in real life. But all of that besides the point, man, we're going to see some good rhythm racing. We're going to see these guys trying to pick off positions where they can get them. Richmond's one of those tracks that you've really got to work the car to get up there and battle with your fellow racer. So it's going to be fun. Coming down the backstretch, you're going to see some moves be made, some crossovers, some drivers opening up. And other than that, I think we're going to just see what we're seeing. Like I said, this good clean race. Good clean racing here early, and I think it's going to stay that way pretty much for this whole first little stint here. We could see an early caution. We saw the Stan Mayberry machine make some contact with the inside wall down the backstretch, but yeah, you see some drivers starting to get close back there. We could see a caution here, but I think for right now, everybody's just going to kind of keep it under control and keep digging. And you see Clayton looks like he's got a little bit of damage. So I think he made some outside wall contact coming down the back straightaway last time by.
Yeah, Jimmy Green's starting to fall back just a little bit. I want to say he was battling for that championship. I don't want to say it's him. It is Ed DeBoer, Logan Rhodes, Stan Mayberry, and Clayton Kincart. Not Clayton Kincart. I do apologize. Colin Forrester. His name moved down right as I was about to say it. So Colin Forrester. Those are the drivers battling for that championship out, not Jimmy Green. So Jimmy Green is not in contention. But right now, Bradley Wilson kind of starting to get out to a little bit of a lead as you see Josh Carver starting to fall back. Stoney Benfield moving his way up in that 811 Dig. Ford Mustang looking really good out there on the track.
Yeah, that 75 of Stoney Benfield has picked up a very good amount of speed in this latter half of the season. Looking very good right now. Rolling second in his qualifying spot where he started. Josh Carver also as well. But Chris out front, we're starting to see a dominance we haven't seen in a while. Bradley Wilson out in the lead.
Yeah, we know he's got really good short track pace. And I want to say last season here, he was really good in the Cup Series. So, or in the regular Cup cars, I want to say Bradley Wilson was really good here as well. So really good to see Bradley Wilson doing a really good job out here in the front after battling with a lot of adversity. You see Josh Carver, like we were saying, falling back to his third position where he originally started. Logan Rhodes, he is on a really good pace right now to set himself up with that championship bout if he was to finish this out, because right now Colin Forrester is back there battling behind Ed DeBoer, who is behind Matthew Fitz, who, like we said, Matthew Fitz on a really good charge here tonight. Qualified in that 6th spot, still hanging on to that 6th spot, but Ed DeBoer, he is moving his way up through the field just a little bit, now up into that 7th spot. So originally started in that 9th spot. Colin Forrester moved himself up 2 positions as well, and then you saw that earlier little bit of incident with Stan Mayberry getting into the inside wall, maybe getting a little loose into the inside corner, as I see a lot more people out there on that Facebook starting to come in. Hopefully everybody did get everything situated after we had that little bit of hiccup with Austin Rhodes' live stream taking over the live stream. But we do welcome everybody for the last race here in the Championship 140. It's going to be a lot of fun as Bradley Wilson currently sitting out in the lead. Josh Carver is right behind Stoney Benfield in that 2nd spot. Then we see Robbie Bice currently sitting in 5th right now, trying to battle with Logan Rhodes. You see Logan Rhodes now starting to come under fire. Then right behind him, Team Sparkle Unicorns, Matthew Fitz sitting in 6th, starting to gain a little bit of ground to that Robbie Bice machine. Then Ed DeBoer looks like he's trying to move up a couple more positions, because right now he wants that championship. He really wants it.
Yeah, it seems like the 82 is starting to find a little bit of rhythm here at lap 22 as he's got himself up 2 spots. He's got to go up here and try to work on Matthew Fitz, but he's got some good cars in front of him that have shown some speed this season. It looks like Bradley is now pulling up. Oh, 43, James Morgan, big into the wall right there in front of him.
Yeah, we'll see James Morgan take to that outside lane. That is his teammate, so James Morgan going to go ahead and just get up out of that way. See Stoney Benfield going to roll up now. Bradley Wilson, 3.3 second gap on Stoney Benfield. So really starting to put the pace behind Bradley Wilson. I see Brantley Bryant in the Facebook chat saying G-Unit just too fast. Yes, Scott, he is just too fast, man. And like we said, when Bradley gets on when Bradley gets into open territory, he can really let loose, and that's really the Bradley Wilson that we know.
Yeah, it's really good to see him return, even though it's the last race. I mean, we've seen him with so much adversity, and it looks like he might be in for a good run here tonight. Sorry, I was listening to a little bit of the drivers talking there, but it looks like right now Robbie Bice starting to find a little bit of footing here at lap 25. That 28 full throttle looks like he got a little bit of loose out of 4 there, but he did get a big drive in to that 28's back bumper. Ooh, it's not 28 the 8, but the 28 now is starting to get really loose. As I was saying, he was starting to find his footing. Looks like he might be slipping as I'm saying that. Robbie Bice is going to drive it in as he's got Matthew Fitz starting to find some ground to that back bumper there, as you can still see up in front. Robbie seems to be not necessarily struggling, but just kind of got a handful in that car right now.
Yeah, you see Robbie Bice starting to slowly fall off of Logan Rhodes. It looked like Logan was starting to lose a little bit of pace, but now Robbie, as I say that, big drive in there, maybe getting around is Robbie Bice, trying to keep it straight. Whoa, Matthew Fitz, man, he's always seen the trouble happen right in front of him. Good job there from that 28 to keep it out of that pit lane. Man, he could have really
big up the track too.
Really could have killed himself on those pit barriers, though, man. That was definitely a good drive out of turn 4 with that loose race car from that 28.
Yeah, and he's got a whole bunch of traffic to manage here now. Looks like he's going to have to gather it back up. I mean, he's going to, or he's going to, involve him and some other drivers if he keeps getting it like that. But like you said, great save from the 28, as you're going to see the 0-2 of Jonathan Coombs driving in here to his teammate, Colin Forrester, as they're both going to get clear of the 28 there of Robbie Bice.
Yeah, as you're seeing a little bit of shakeup going on back here in the back of the field. A lot of the drivers trying to get it situated. Bradley Wilson, though, pretty much in a league of his own now, 4 seconds in front of Stoney Benfield. Whoa! As we see coming down the backstretch, was that the 13 of Adam McKinney? That was. So who, it looks like, having a little bit of the same issue as, as it looks like he was trying to come down pit lane, missed that pit entry. So we're going to go ahead and get around is that 13 of Adam McKinney. But, man, having almost the same issue as Stan Mayberry there. Looks like just got loose coming off of turn 2. Let those rear ends up and tried to save it coming off the corner. Did save it, unlike Stan got down in that bottom wall. Right.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, sorry, Chris. I was just gonna say it looks like here early. We're just seeing a couple drivers have maybe a little bit of issues here. We know the setups are open. These drivers can do what they want to with them. So you'll see some cars loose, some cars tight here. As it looks like the 13 of Adam McKinney now going to go a lap down to 7th place on back. But to get back on point with what I was saying, we should see some drivers possibly starting to come to life here. Lap 33 maybe. I might think it might be too late for the late run cars to start to come to life, but could really start to see some short run cars fall off, which is what could have happened to Robbie Bice. I mean, you see that where here at a short track like Richmond, you get such good run there in the early run, and then your tires fall off from the pushing and the setup or whatever it may be, and then you'll see these drivers fall off. We'll see some adjustments under pit stops, and I'm sure we'll see some guys become more competitive in this second stage.
Big drive in there from Ed DeBoer as we were riding on board in that gyro cam with that 82. You saw him drive into the corner. That's going to set up David Salter, going to move himself up 8 positions now into that 6th spot. He really had a big mess up there. Man, let's go back and see if we can see what happened with that 82 of Ed DeBoer going into that turn 2. You see, he's got a really big drive in here. Looks like he might have got a little loose there, got tightened up. And you see David Salter, really good. Yeah, he had to get out of the gas there. You see David Salter with a really good pass on the inside. Also, Jonathan Coombs making a really good pass on the inside of Clayton Kincart. So a lot of drivers really moving up through the field that we really weren't talking about. Like we were saying, Jonathan Coombs, who said in the Facebook chat before the race, I'm going to win. So Jonathan Coombs up 12 positions right now, showing that he might have the pace to set it up. But right now, 14 seconds behind Bradley Wilson is that 0-2 of Jonathan Coombs. So you see, you see a lot of front end damage there. Who is that? That's Ryan Sword in the 94. Oh my goodness, he must have had something go on that we didn't see.
Oh yeah, the 94's got big trouble there. Do we have any crash notifications?
Yeah, not really sure. See if we can go back and figure out what lap or what might have happened to him. But right now, we'll just keep going and see if we can find something out here in just 1 second. But Matthew Fitz now is under attack from David Salter, who's up 9 positions right now. And then, like we were saying, Jonathan Coombs, who's moved himself up into that picture as well, up 12. But Matthew Fitz doing a good job trying to hang on to that position. And I see Scott Bryant saying Sword is just trying to cool the motor and radiator a little quicker. I think he's definitely getting that taken care of. But I don't know if it's going to really benefit him in the long run. As you see right now, 6 of Patrick Inter coming under attack. Whoa, as you see Bradley Wilson getting really loose as he was trying to tuck on the inside there of Patrick Inter.
It was lap 2, Chris. His teammate hit him.
Oh. So lap 2. As we're going right now with the 90. Let's see if this was. We can find out what happened with that 94. Oh, it's right there. Oh, big hit there. So I want to say it was Jonathan Coombs. Might have got loose coming out of the corner. Yeah, you see getting up into Chad Hitchcock, and then that was a teammate problem right there. Right now going back on board here with the 51 of Bradley Wilson. He's going to go ahead, put that 6 of Patrick Inter down. So we've only got 14 cars on the lead lap. Going to see right now, I want to say that is Adam McKinney currently that is going to go another lap down here before too long. Whoa, as you see Adam McKinney getting a little loose coming out of the corner. Bradley Wilson just trying to pick off these lap cars as much as he can. As we saw tonight, man, in the Clash race, that was definitely really crazy how fast they got caught up to the back of the pack. Man, that was some definitely really went to show you that the next gen cars are here to put together some really awesome racing.
I mean, I've been saying it all season, man. These full throttle guys, they've shown how great the package can be. And we're seeing it here tonight as well again in the 51. Looks like he is starting to pull away again, Chris. 6.7 seconds now to Stony Benfield. As we go back here to Austin Rhodes, this is a big old gaggle of race cars right here. The 82 of Ed DeBoer, Jimmy Green, the 28, and the 8. Whoa! Jonathan? Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Was that Austin Rhodes? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was Austin Rhodes that got a little loose coming out of 4. So right now, Colin Forrester currently leading the championship bout, Josh, as we were just talking about that little quiet bit. We were going over who the championship people were. Colin Forrester currently leading the field as far as it goes for the championship. So it doesn't matter where these drivers finish in the race. They just have to finish in front of each other. So Colin Forrester currently leading that race, but Logan Rhodes is not too far back, but he has fallen back 6 positions back to that 10th spot. So Logan Rhodes starting to fall off just a little bit. You see Ed DeBoer, one of those drivers that's also battling for that championship bout. So these two teammates at 82 and 8 about to start getting together. As right now you see on the screen, it is pretty much a 3-car Rev Esports Motorsports pancake going on here. You see the 8, 82, and 23 currently trying in that 11th, 12th, 10th, 11th, and 12th spot. We're going to go back up here and see where Bradley Wilson is. Got about a 7-second gap between him and Stoney Benfield. And then right now, Josh Carver about 3 seconds back from Stoney Benfield. So that is currently your first, second, and third spot. Matthew Fitz currently in that fourth spot. Moved himself up 2 spots. And David Salter up 9 spots. Whoa, as you see, looks like the inside of the 77 of Clayton Kincart, the 2 of Jonathan Coombs is going. Looks like he got a little loose coming out of turn 2. We'll see if the 77's going to hold that top lane. Let that 02 by. It looks like the 02 got a really better run. Going to dive it really low down there into the bottom is the 02. It looks like caution's out.
Caution is out. Should be on the backstretch right here. Yeah, you see the tire marks.
James Morgan coming out of the corner might have had a little bit of a snap on him there. Let's see if we can go back and see what happened. It looks like he was just riding that bottom lane, come up out of the corner. Yeah, it looks like he just was in. I would say like there's this pocket in this in these short tracks, and the 43 just got into that little bit of a pocket coming out of turn 4. Riding on board here with James Morgan. See, he's coming out of that corner. Just gets down there. Oh, it just ever so slightly came out from under him. He was trying to gather it up, but it just came out from under him, and he wasn't able to hold it. But good rolling down there onto the bottom of the apron, getting out of everybody's way.
As it looks like everybody pretty much brings it down pit road. There comes the rest of the field.
Yeah, so everybody except for Stan Mayberry going to pull it down pit lane. He's going to try to keep out on the track so he can make up that track.
He should pit next time by.
Yeah, he should pit next time by, but he is going to try to get that lap back. See Bradley Wilson still out on the track, or he did already come down pit lane, lap 51. Josh Carver going to come out in second position. Matthew Fitz in third. David Salter moved himself up into that fourth spot. Man, Squirrel's just really getting out there, showing that, you know, he's got the pace here at these short tracks. David Salter really having the good setup.
Salter's been looking good these, this latter half of the season, man. He's really came to life. And if he was to win one, man, why not in the last one of the year, or the last one of the season, I should say.
Yeah, the last one of the Full Throttle escapade, you should say. So tonight, this is going to be it. This is where we crown the winner, and we call it a night. Say it looks like Stoney Benfield crashed, but he does have a little bit of front end damage, so maybe did get into the back end of somebody. Man, that is a good looking paint scheme, though. I know Robbie probably made that. Man, go out showing that NC811 Dig paint scheme there. Man, that is a beautiful looking paint scheme.
And remember, Chris, always call before you dig.
Yes, sir. Always call before you dig. But Bradley Wilson, like we were saying, doing a good job showing us that he really, you know, all of this stuff that's been going on with him that has just been a fluke. As you see right now, the 2, Matthew Fitz probably saying, man, this is the closest I've been to you this entire season. I'm going to get up here and bump you. See Matthew Fitz, though, sitting in that third spot, going to be starting on the inside. Looks like Stan Mayberry, though, it's only going to be 1 lap down now. No, 2 laps down now, so Chad Hitchcock is actually 1 lap ahead of him. But like we say, cautions breed cautions. Bradley Wilson off to a really, really good start. You see the 3 having to really get checked up there, but Colin Forrester also moving his way up see the 43 coming out right now. Colin, whoa, we're going around. You see
There
Josh
goes
Carver.
Josh Carver, caution's out.
Austin Rhodes going around. Everybody gonna have to get the 84 getting into him.
Clayton Kincart. We got more cars. Doesn't look like any of the championship runners. Stan looks like he got by.
Does look like Stan got by. As we saw really everything going kind of crazy there. It looks like Carver might have got into the corner just a little hot. Yeah, as you see, it looks like the 2 got in actually really hot, and that threw off Carver. Looks like Carver might have got around. Oh, the 88 barely squeaking by there. 12 of Austin Rhodes, just nowhere to go. See the 82 at DeBoer.
DeBoer. He might have gotten some. Nope, it looks like he's going to get that damage taken back.
So it looks like Stan was able to get through it. See the 77 of Clayton Kincart getting upset. The 22 up there, I want to say Stoney Benfield was involved in it. He was. So right now it looks like Clayton Kincart, Stoney Benfield, Patrick Ginter, all going to be involved in that wreck. Josh Carver, as you saw, taking a really hard shot there. 12 of Austin Rhodes also taking a shot. So as we're under caution, going to go ahead and take it to an 811 dig side by side, and you won't miss any of the action. We'll be right back with a word from our sponsor.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on NC811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit NC811.org to learn more.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
And we welcome you back from that 811 dig turn it up. I don't know why I said that. 811 dig side by side as we are going to get back to green flag racing here in just a moment. And speaking of that 811 dig loud pedal, we're actually going to go to that and we're going to get some sights and sounds here as we're 60 out of 140. We're almost halfway through this race. We're going to go ahead and get a loud pedal so you can enjoy these beautiful sights and sounds. So get those volumes cranked up as we throw it to an 811 dig loud pedal.
tonight, and we welcome you back from that NC811 Dig loud pedal. Josh, we're going to actually go on board here and see what happened. It looked like Matthew Fitz was around there whenever we came back from that. So we'll have to go here with Matthew Fitz, see what happened. And then I saw Clayton Kincart also getting into Matthew Fitz. Looks like coming out of the corner. He was able to save it. Oh, and then just not able to get. I see what happened there. It was
He didn't see him.
It was one of those. He just didn't see him, and all of a sudden, yeah, he just came, popped out of nowhere. Everybody fanned out behind him, and then he was just there. So we'll actually go on board here, so that way you can see what that 77 saw. Yeah, you see that? He just like the 20. He's actually going to be over to the left, so he's not going to see that. He's going to be behind that 22. The next thing you know, actually maybe we can see it from this camera view. See, there you go, right there. That's pretty much what he sees. 22's right there. It's a blind spot, and then he's gone, and then he has no time to react. Boom. I can clearly see where the 77 would make that mistake now. Matthew Fitz looks like he saved his car, but still going to take a little bit of damage there from 77 and Clayton Kincart. Unfortunate. It looks like the Team Sparkle Unicorn boys just not having a good night here tonight, except for Colin Forrester.
Kind of what you don't want on the last race, you know?
Yeah.
But hey, these things happen, and Richmond's one of those tracks it can happen at. But does that put Stan back on the lead lap, right? It does indeed. Stan Mayberry back to the lead lap.
Yeah, so like we were saying, does not matter where these championship drivers finish. You know, not to I'm gonna find some wood. I got a wood knife here. I'm not gonna, if Colin Forrester, Ed DeBoer, and if Colin Forrester, Ed DeBoer, and Logan Rhodes all wreck out, Stan could win it if he was just finished in front of them. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, that's where it is. Like, people out there watching that don't understand how the championship works, the driver who's battling for the championship does not have to finish first place. They just have to finish in front of the driver. So Colin Forrester, he can get second place as long as he finishes in front of, Logan Rhodes, in front of Ed DeBoer, and then in front of Stan Mayberry, or vice versa. Stan Mayberry be up in front and all that. It just all depends on how it goes down. So it's gonna have to really see. Like we said, cautions breed cautions, but this is only the third caution here. These Full Throttle boys really showing us this last race. It has really been a good one. So I'm really enjoying this race here tonight.
Yeah, they've put on a good show, man. We're over the halfway point now. We're on that last stretch of racing here, and this is all for a championship. I mean, this is all coming to an end, but I hear some wrecking in the back. I heard some beating and banging. Sure. We're back off to green flag racing, and Colin Forrester's got the 23 of Jimmy Green. Big drive-in! Whoa, the 82 of Ed DeBoer sliding up in the picture.
Whoa!
He's wrecking!
82 Ed DeBoer going around. Looks like
No caution.
no caution. He's gonna save it. Ed DeBoer, though, big drive in there. You saw him get loose, but he doesn't have really any bad damage on that race car. Looks like he's gonna keep going.
Yeah, but that's gonna hurt him really bad now.
Yeah, that's really going to hurt that championship implication for that 82. Stan Mayberry, though, he is sitting in that 10th spot, so he is back on that lead lap like we were saying. But right now, Colin Forrester, Jimmy Green battling for that second position. We'll see if Jimmy Green can hang on to that outside line. He can't. The 9 of Colin Forrester going to do what that 9 does best, move up into that second position. But Jimmy Green looks like he was going to make a move on that inside, but doesn't look like he's going to press the issue. Logan Rhodes right now battling with that 02 with Jonathan Coombs, though. So, whoa, as you see, Rick, looks like the 22
Chad
back there.
Hitchcock, yeah.
It looks like 22 and Chad Hitchcock getting a little loose back there. I love it. Now that, you know, it's the end of the season and I figured out all their paint schemes and I hate it. Because now it's like I'm not going to get to call them anymore and I've already figured out all their paint schemes. But right now, you see Logan Rhodes running up on the top. He's running that high lane, maybe trying to conserve a little bit of tires there. As you see David Salter driving to the inside of Scrappy. Then you see Jonathan Coombs also moving himself up into that fourth spot. We're going to go back up here, see how far Jimmy Green, Colin Forrester are separated right now. About 0.3 of a second. Bradley Wilson about 0.6 up from them. So we'll see if Colin Forrester can get up here and start pressing the issue on Bradley Wilson. We know if anybody's going to have anything to say for Bradley Wilson on a good day, it's going to be that 9 of Colin Forrester.
Yeah, very strong race car. It looks like the 9 has here tonight, but that's not good for the rest of the guys. You know, Logan Rhodes, he's starting to fall back. It looks like he just lost position to Jonathan Coombs, and now it looks like Salter's starting to work on him here. Stan Mayberry gaining some position in 9th, and Ed DeBoer's falling off to 12th. So our championship runners, man, starting to have some issues here.
Yeah, as you see back here in the back, Ed DeBoer getting really loose coming out of turn 2. He is having some kind of issue in that machine. We know normally the Rev guys, they have a really good setup underneath them most of the time. But, not really working out for that 82 Ed DeBoer. This must not be his track. I will say, I am a short track race car driver. I love short track racing. I love driving on every short track except for Richmond. I hate with a passion Richmond. And a caution's out. To say that, not seeing who is around. See if we can just click on the yellow flag, see if it brings out what happened.
I want to say it was between Salter and Coombs.
Yeah, as I see David Salter right now sitting into the entrance of turn 1. We'll go back and see what happened. Well, you see Coombs get loose there. Salter goes to take that high lane, but Coombs is just wiggling up enough. Oh, man, that had to have been netcode contact. You're going to see Salter not take too much damage, though. That could have been a whole heck of a lot worse. As we'll see if we can go on board here and just see one more time what had happened. Actually, it's gone. The thing is taken off. I'll have to scroll back up and find it. But everybody coming down pit lane right now. It looks like Matthew Fitz going to elect to stay out. Bradley Wilson down pit lane. I want to say Stoney Benfield, also Logan Rhodes down pit lane. See who gets out first. Looks like the 51 of Bradley Wilson. Colin Forrester going to get out in 3rd. It looks like Jimmy Green in 4th. See Chad Hitchcock now back on the lead lap. Going to move himself back up into that 5th spot, but he should come down pit lane and take a pit stop, as he has not come down pit lane yet. Getting that lap back, though. You see him going ahead driving to the back. Patrick Ginter going to move out in 7th. Stoney Benfield in 8th. Looks like Ed DeBoer going to move out in 9th. So Ed DeBoer is still going to stay in the top 10. Jonathan Coombs, after that little bit of contact, you see that that damage on that right rear, or that left rear, excuse me, and the right front with that little bit of contact with David Salter. See David Salter also taking a little bit of damage repair. Man, that right side, or that left side really got, man, I don't know my left and my rights, got really dinged up in that little bit of an incident. But like we said, we just saw Jonathan Coombs get a little loose coming out of that corner. Salter tried his best to avoid it, but it looked like a little bit of netcode contact there, and then it's really sent the 88 around. But he didn't make contact with the wall too hard. So like we said, not really too worried. David Salter should have that set up underneath him. He should be able to come back up here and really start battling out. As I say that, Chad Hitchcock now coming down pit lane, as I was predicting. But Josh, we're going into lap, we're going into lap 85. We're still seeing, though, this is the 4th caution of the night. It's been a really fun race tonight. What are you looking for? You see Bradley Wilson taking home the win? Okay, well, Josh must not be at his computer right now. I don't know. I didn't hear him say he was getting up, but he could have whenever I was talking. But if he is, then I'll ask him that question here in a second. But right now, Matthew Fitz currently sitting out on the track with the last time that he came down pit lane was lap 69. So the last time Matthew Fitz came down in that Team Sparkle Unicorn was lap 69. You can't plan that any better. I'm sorry, Matthew. But he's going to have that messed up right rear you see. You see Bradley Wilson taking that outside lane, so Matthew Fitz going to elect to take the inside lane. But as we're under this caution, going to go ahead and go over to the Facebook, YouTube chat. We do apologize about that little bit of incident here as we were, getting started, and Austin Rhodes messing up my stream key and everything. But as we see Brenda Nip saying, watching Logan Rhodes, let's go. Good to have you, Brenda. Cheryl Wilson saying, go 51. Good to have you, Cheryl. I see Jackie Rhodes saying, Logan Rhodes, let's go, Scrappy. Number 8, turn it loose. Good to have you out on the Facebook. And then Cheryl Wilson over on the YouTube saying, go 51. And then let's go, Ken Cart, Morgan, and Wilson. Dan Galop, good to have you on that YouTube. As we see green flags out, Matthew Fitz now got out to a good start, but the 51 on those better tires is just going to have that outside lane. Going to be able to take the outside just a little better. Whoa, up into the wall. Looks like Patrick Ginter getting up into the wall. It's going to stack everybody up, but it looks like everybody's going to get it settled up. Man, Stoney Benfield really saving the car there. Man, the 99 Stan Mayberry, he's already seen everything just kind of go not his way in front of him, man. Right now, 3 wide. You see right now the 2 of Matthew Fitz falling off with those older tires. Jimmy Green up into the wall. Looks like he's going to get it collected, though. Ed DeBoer going to get it saved, though. Might have made a little bit of an adjustment on that car. Don't know how it's going to help with that. It looks like he backed into a telephone pole. But, man, right now, everybody's still doing a really good job holding on to these race cars. As we know, these tires getting a little harder to drive on as this race goes on. The track's going to start cooling off. Everybody's going to start figuring out. It looks like we were almost about to go 4 wide there for 1 second. Stoney Benfield, the 88, it's David Salter. Those 2 teammates there working themselves out. You see right now we've got a full throttle motorsports tango going on back here. Patrick Incher, Stoney Benfield, David Salter, Stan Mayberry all back there with Jimmy Green just kind of in a sandwich right now. So you see a lot of drivers back here just trying to battle it out. Whoa, Jimmy Green looks like he might be going ahead and elected to take it down pit lane. Looks like he is. Might have just had that damage and said, I'm going to go ahead and take some damage repairs. He knows there's a lot of cautions come out, but might get back on that lead lap. We're going to go back on board, though, Josh. Like I was asking you during that break, Bradley Wilson looks like he set himself up into a really good position. You think he has what it takes to win this, or do you think Colin Forrester, can hang on to that second place position and really get up here and battle Bradley for that win?
I don't think Colin really is worried about the race win. I mean, I think he wants to win it, and if he can, he will. But if it comes down to it, I don't think he's going to go up there and take any unnecessary risk as long as he's got, the championship lead right now. I think the Nod's not really worried about the win. But, to answer your actual question, do I think he can win it? Yes. Do I think he's willing to take any risk? No. It just depends on how the race unfolds to him. We'll see. You got Ed DeBoer, who looks like he's made some type of adjustment. That 82 machine's rolling. Just gave the bump and run to Matthew Fitz. It looks like Stoney Benfield's having an issue of his own back there. Caution. Maybe not.
Don't have a marker for it. We're just going to rewind it, but it looks like Stoney Benfield just having a little bit of a hiccup there. Yeah, tail slapping it, trying to keep it out of it. You see him getting it slowed up, but good check up there from Stoney Benfield not to put it into the inside wall and also take out everybody on the track. Good driving there from that 75. Like you were saying, Josh, that 82 of Ed DeBoer, yes, he must have made an adjustment in that car because he is really on fire right now. He has moved himself up into that 4th position, so 5 spots up from his starting position. We saw him fall back all the way to last position. So the 82 on a really good adjustment on that last caution, really trying to set himself up into that 2nd position, trying to catch Colin Forrester right now, who's all over the back bumper of Bradley Wilson. But Jonathan Coombs who somebody all season hasn't really raced too much. My voice just gave out there for a second. Jonathan Coombs has moved himself up 15 positions, showing that he might not like the next-gen cars, but he likes the next-gen cars at Richmond.
Yeah, he's done a good job here tonight. 15 spots. He's sitting in third spot. But look at that, Chris. Ed DeBoer starting to make up more time. He could go up here and possibly chase down Colin Forrester if this car stays this fast.
Yeah, he's really making up a lot of time, Ed DeBoer is. You see, now he's cutting it down. It was about a 5-second gap, now down to about a now about a 4-second gap as I'm talking. But really finding the pace is Ed DeBoer.
Caution.
Caution's out. Yeah, you're right. It looks like Josh Carver. Oh,
Ooh, big damage to that 3.
I think he's blown.
I think he's blown up. Yeah,
he
is.
is blown. Oh, unfortunate there for Josh Carver. Go back on board here and see what happened with that 3. Might have just got into the corner a little too hot. That's exactly what happened. Just got into the corner a little too hot. Oh, and it snapped. Oh, and that snap is what got him.
That's a typical next-gen car snap right there.
Yep. You can't really see the wheel, but you see him getting loose there. Then it just snaps on you. Oh. Josh Carver, big hit there.
Did you see the 811 Dig logo on the wall there?
Oh, there was an 811 Dig logo on there. That's cool.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
So, hey, 811 Dig, there you go. Double.
You're at the track as well.
Yeah, you're on the track as well. Speaking of, we're going to go ahead and go to another 811 Dig side-by-side, so we'll be right back with the action, but you won't miss any of it.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on NC811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit NC811.org to learn more.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
It looks like the pace lights are off here. As Bradley Wilson, Colin Forrester will have the restart. And we'll see how Colin is going to react here. If he'll get a good start and possibly take the lead of this race. Ed DeBoer, another one of those championship guys, going to restart right out behind him. Excuse me, right behind him. And it looks like, yeah, Stan Mayberry, another one of those drivers. Going to line up behind Ed as well. So 3 drivers here in this outside lane for the championship, with Logan Rhodes on the inside of Stan Mayberry, your 4th driver. We're back to green flag race, and Bradley Wilson off to another great restart. Looks like Coombs is blinking a little bit.
Something that we've always come to expect with that 0-2 machine. He just does his best Houdini acts, as you always call it, Josh. Whoa, look at that. Stan Mayberry just out of the middle of nowhere. Now on the outside there of the 8 of Logan Rhodes. Maybe starting to show that he was just back there sleeping the whole time. Man, Stan Mayberry moved himself up into that 6th spot. So he's trying to get up here and battle, as you said, on that outside lane. It was that 9, that 82, and that 99. So that whole outside lane consisted of your top 4. So really seeing that they're going to have to get on it, because you see Colin Forrester right now, Ed DeBoer, and then the 99 on the inside of Logan Rhodes. Looks like he's going to move to the inside. Let's see if that 99 has the move to make it on the inside, or if Logan Rhodes is going to really hug that outside lane. Looks like the 99.
99's tight.
99's tighten up.
They make contact.
99's going to drive it down the track, though, just to get off of the 8. Good drive there from Stan Mayberry. Good hands-on racing. The 88 of David Salter now. Stan Mayberry's teammates starting to pull up into the picture again with that little bit of contact with the 0-2. And then Stoney Benfield, who had a little bit of an issue, moved himself back up into the 8th. We're going to go back up on board with Colin Forrester and your 51 race leader. Oh my goodness, of Bradley Wilson. I don't know what in the world is going on in my brain right now. But right now, Colin Forrester is in that 2nd spot. As you see, he's still trying to hang on to the back bumper of Bradley Wilson. Like Josh said, probably not really worried about the race win, just trying to stay in front of these boys who are really starting to get a little bigger in their rearview mirrors.
Yeah, they're starting to get a pack of race cars chasing them down here. You got the 0-2, you've got the 82, and the 8 all starting to catch up here. As Salter's on the tail end of that pack right there, Mayberry as well. But you see Colin Forrester and Bradley Wilson have just kind of been in the league of their own right here in this last couple laps. As you see Jonathan Coombs behind him. Man, here at lap 110, Chris, we've got 30 to go. And caution's out.
Looks like Clayton Kincart, Matthew Fitz. So looks like the 22 going through the grass, maybe trying to avoid that. Go back and see what happened with this. Matthew Fitz, Clayton Kincart. Like maybe just tightened up a little bit. You see he was on the wheel.
Retaliation. I'm pretty sure what's his name? The 77 had just said something about one of the other guys driving, and then that happens, so that's how I see it.
Well, the way I just saw it is the wheel didn't really turn. It looked like he just tightened up and just drove up.
The wheel didn't turn because he just gave it gas. That's why he tightened up.
Right now, David Salter going to stay out on the track. Stan Mayberry as well. That's a really risky move here from Stan Mayberry. Matthew Fitz going to stay out as well. So Bradley Wilson, Colin Forrester. Oh, is Colin Forrester going to win the race out? Colin Forrester did. So Colin Forrester looks like he won the race out of pit lane. So he's going to start in front of Bradley Wilson. But David Salter hasn't come into pit lane since lap 99. Stan Mayberry, lap 82. So don't know if that's a good choice there from that 99. Maybe expecting another caution here. We'll have to see if that was a good choice from that Stan Mayberry machine or not. I just want to say a big thank you to, whoa, as you see, oh, that's okay. Well, that right there will tell you everything you need to know. If you were curious, that would have been a break a check-a-rooney.
We just need to park them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if any more incidents do occur from that. I know at the beginning of the race, Robbie did tell everybody to be, to stay civil. So gonna have to see if everybody stays civil. You see a couple of retaliation shots there from the 2 and the 77, but like we were saying though, big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. We really do appreciate everybody that's sat here and listened to me and Josh and just ramble on about race cars going around a track. We do really appreciate everybody who's hit those like buttons, who's hit those subscribe buttons, who's came out here and sat with us on Sundays. We really do appreciate everybody that lets us be a part of this. 811 Dig, really big shout out to them. Cook's Lawn Care, really big shout out to them. Major Setup Garage, they all allow us to be able to do this. It's a really big, we really do appreciate everything that we're able to do. But hey, we've still got 26 laps to go. So this is not over yet. And we've seen the tempers flaring up already here. So just like we saw in the real life practice races earlier before the real race today, it's the temperature is starting to rise on the track. Like Dan Galot just said, this is getting spicy, baby. David Salter getting off to a good jump. He's going to have to get off to a good jump, though, with those older tires. Colin Forrester going to have a really good drive in. He still is in front of that 51 now. 2 of Matthew Fitz. Going to be on that inside lane. Going to be trying to hang up Bradley Wilson. But the 9 of Colin Forrester starting to get around Stan Mayberry. Currently, if he was to, the race was to end right now, it would be that Stan Mayberry machine walking away with it. But David Salter starting to slowly walk away with the lead. But Colin Forrester might start making up that time now. As you see that 99 starting to really lose the pace to that 9 machine.
And there goes the O2.
And there goes the caution. Looks like I saw Logan Rhodes going off track. Looks like maybe a big drive in there from the O2. The 82, in defense of the 82, you see the O2 blinking here. He could be gone for that 82 and that instant of the race. You see there just a little bit of a bump. That's the Richmond bump. See the O2 though getting up there. Let's see. I saw Logan Rhodes going through the grass. Let's see if maybe. Oh, he got loose coming out of the corner too. You see Logan Rhodes getting loose coming out of the corner. So yeah. So Logan definitely really liking the fact that caution came out.
Yeah, it helped him keep the track position, didn't it?
It really did.
So it'll be 20 to go now when we get back, 2019 to go, something like that. And, man, we've got a race on our hand up here for this championship.
We really do. This is gonna be one of those interesting things. Try to see, who's gonna have the best setup car and who's gonna have, the best setup. Really, the best setup to finish it. It's gonna be who sets up themselves with a better pit stop, because right now, if I was that Stan Mayberry machine, I would definitely be coming down pit lane. maybe trying to save a set of tires. You see these guys coming down pit lane, you know, every pit cycle. Might be running those tires in the ground. So maybe Stan Mayberry just trying to hang on to what little bit of tires he has. Maybe, you know, he sees all these cautions coming out. You know, like we said, it's really comes down to a strategy play here, you know, at a track like Richmond. You know, like Dan Gallant just said, this is just getting started. Miss you, by the way, Dan. There's about to be a war. I like your thinking. Dan knows it. Dan knows what's going on. But you know what? Hey, we've got 20 laps to go here. David Salter currently has the lead pace. You know, he just wants to walk away with at least one race win this season. David Salter does. So I know he is going to try his best to hang on to this lead position. As I see Scott Bryant saying, we got beef. How many times I saw that in races. Oh, my good Lord. As you see everybody getting stacked back up. Will we have another caution? Probably. How long will it be? Don't know. But right now, we know Stan Mayberry is just trying his best to hang on to this position. Colin Forrester, though, on that outside. There goes the 88 of David Salter. Look at that. Bradley Wilson to a good jump with the 88. Man, he timed that. He could not have timed that any more perfect. Bradley Wilson did.
Yeah, and he's got a good run here to the lead. 9 of Colin Forrester going to try to follow him. As it looks like we're going to have about 27 laps to go this time by. As Bradley Wilson going to roll past Salter. Say 17. Yeah, you are correct, Chris. I don't know why I said it that way. But 17 laps to go here. And the 51 is in the lead. But David Salter trying to hang that outside lane. He is on those older tires. Bradley loose.
Whoa, Bradley
That's
loose.
On by. And look at that, Chris. Logan Rhodes right behind him.
Yeah, Logan Rhodes starting to really inch up into the picture.
You like seeing this two wide race in front of him. This is going to allow him to possibly get a little bit of ground here. 9 should go to the inside lane. He does. Whoa, Bradley tight. Here comes Colin.
Yeah, whoa, there is just all kinds of chaos going on up here in the front. As you see David Salter getting loose, the 9 of Colin Forrester getting loose. You see the 51 of Bradley Wilson getting loose as I'm talking. Bradley Wilson going around.
Whoa,
he's going to lock it up.
Caution.
Bradley Wilson
No
going to lock it up.
There it goes.
Oh, my goodness, Bradley Wilson. Oh, it looks like he got hit. Oh, it looks like the 94 Ryan Sword. Oh, it was one of those, oh, it's just one of those last moment things, man. Oh, my goodness, no. I want to say that was the 23 of Jimmy Green. As you see, we'll actually go on board here with Ryan Sword. As you see in front of him, he can't see anything that's going on. And the next thing you know, it's just a car there. Unfortunate.
And they say iRacing's not a horror game.
Oh, it can definitely scare you. Well, that really shakes up things. But like we said, we've seen Bradley Wilson battle with worse, and do better with worse. So we'll see if Bradley Wilson can come back with this. But like we said, it's just been one of those things. In a race car, you can't really see anything, until you're in that race seat. And you see what happens. You really can't, judge. Well, it looks like we'll see if we can go back on board here and see if we can see what happened. See, you can't even see Bradley Wilson up there, and then the next thing you know, it's just so fast. You have like that split of a second. to make a decision. Right? See, like, he doesn't realize that car is sitting still up there. And so he thinks he's moving. And then the next thing you know, just boom, that just happens so fast. Man, unfortunate there.
That's going to make this interesting, though, here. Like, basically a 10-lap shootout. Logan Rhodes, Colin Forrester, equal equipment right here. It's going to be all about who's saved it and who can manage.
Yeah, that's pretty much the Bradley Wilson curse, Josh. You know, he does really good for pretty much the whole race, and then just has some kind of little hiccup happen, and then that happens, and then he gets taken out of the race, or he gets a lot of damage. He's not out of the race yet. He's we might be missing that rear deck lid, but he's gonna be out here digging though. But that's gonna really make everything interesting. Stan Mayberry still on those older tires. So we're gonna see if he has a strategy or anything. Not really sure why he hasn't come down pit lane yet to take those set of tires. Maybe he's used up all of his tires. Not sure. But he's got Colin Forrester, Logan Rhodes in front of him. So like we said, this is the battle that you're looking for. Ed DeBoer is in that eighth position. So also looking, for a finish here. But this is one of those tracks that it doesn't matter where you're at when when it comes out, 5 laps, 10 laps as we're sitting. It doesn't matter where you're sitting on the track. It comes down to that last lap, and all it takes is one bump from, the wrong way, and you send somebody around and you collect 4 or 5 cars up and you drive up from 8th position. It's just one of those things where you don't know what happens. So it can really just change in a matter of a second. So we'll have to see who can really battle this out, because this is honestly a battle of attrition.
If you're Logan Rhodes too, you've got to think you're in a decent spot here if you get a good restart. Inside lane here. We're going to see that pace car turn off the track. 88 David Salter is going to fire off. And the 8 and the 9. Whoa! And that could be the 8 of Scrappy's. That's it.
Oh, no. Scrappy around. Oh, you see him getting... Oh, that's unfortunate. Just getting on the loud pedal there just a little too soon. I know Jackie Rhodes said turn it loose, but not that kind of loose. Did you see it? Just the rear end come out from under him. Man, Stoney Benfield flipping. Man, Stoney Benfield goes on his roof. Oh man, that is just unfortunate for Logan Rhodes, man. 4 wins on the season. You see he's got a blown motor. Man, oh man. So it looks like Logan Rhodes' night is going to be over. The 8, like we said, 4 wins on the season. Was able to come back towards the end of the season, man. Logan Rhodes really showing us that that he was really one of these competition. He was going to be here for the competition, and man, just you saw it get out from underneath him, and that's going to really send him around. Unfortunate there for Logan Rhodes. Yeah, as you saw it there, just comes out from under him.
Man, he was doing so good all night as well.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there for Logan Rhodes, but hey, I will say, man, if I could give an award to a most improved driver, it would be that 8 of Logan Rhodes. He definitely showed us there at the end of the season, 4 wins, that he was definitely where he needed to be.
This now makes it interesting for Stan Mayberry. He will restart on the outside lane. He is on very older tires than these drivers, but I mean, with the way these cautions have been going, I think anything could happen for the 99 here. We should be restarting here in a moment with about, what, 4 laps to go?
Yeah, about 5 laps to go. 4 laps to go. All right, and for one last time, we're going to go to an 811 Dig side-by-side. Be right back.
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on NC811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit NC811.org to learn more.
The 88 of David Salter getting off to a good jump. Colin Forrester getting off to a really good jump behind him. You see the two of Matthew Fitz still hanging on, even with a lot of damage.
And DeBoer.
And DeBoer coming up. Whoa, the 0-2 big drive in there. And DeBoer starting to work his way up through here. He's on pressure tires. 3 wide going into
3 wide.
Oh! Stan Mayberry around. See if it brings out a caution.
It's not going to.
It's not going to. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. You saw just 3 wide going in there. A little hot. David Salter, though, still trying to hang on to what little bit of track real estate that he has. Colin Forrester right on that back bumper. He's only got Ed DeBoer behind him now, but he's a second, almost 2 seconds back. So Colin Forrester just pretty much go on cruise control right now, and he could win this. 2 laps to go. If this we don't have a caution this next time by, this race will be official.
And there it is.
There's the caution. Looks like Jonathan Coombs. Oh, just came out from under him. Oh, to the inside wall.
Oh.
3 of Josh Carver gets into him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh my goodness, dude. Carver just committed murder. Oh.
As Dan Gallant, I'm gonna quote the famous Dan Gallant. He said, "Spicy, baby." Jackie Tucker Rhodes, I see you on the Facebook saying, "Season well done, son. I love you, number 8." Well, Jackie, we love you up here in the booth, and we appreciate you being out there on that Facebook page. I know you were saying love to him, but we're telling you that we love you, and we appreciate you. Right now, things are heating up. This is going to be a green-white checker now. David Salter, it looks like Stan Mayberry going to go ahead and elect to come down and get those tires after he had that spin. Probably glad that he didn't take fresh tires now after that little bit of a spin. But like we said, this could be anybody's race. We've seen everybody getting up into the corners really hot, you know, on these colder tires. So we could see a little bit, or excuse me, older tires. I said cold, I meant old. It's older tires. So we'll have to see if David Salter has what it takes to hold off Colin Forrester, or if Colin Forrester is just going to go on cruise. But you would think with the last 3 laps that Colin's really going to have to push now that he's got Ed DeBoer starting on that inside lane.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this race is going to end now. This is going to be absolutely wild. We should be going back to green this time. Maybe not.
Yeah, it looks like the pace lights are still on. Well, so everything that I was talking about earlier with Bradley Wilson, you can just throw that out the window. Looks like he still is on the lead lap, currently sitting in that 7th spot, but missing that rear deck lid. Don't know if he'll be able to hang pace with the rest of the cars. See Stoney Benfield. See Jay Tucker saying, "Give it your all, Logan. Proud of you, buddy, man." Good to have you, Jay Tucker, on that Facebook page, man. Stan Mayberry, though, he's got the fresher tires out of everybody up here in front of him, so if he's got anything to say, this is going to be it.
I just don't think he has the time with as many positions as he's got to make up. Possibly if we were to get caution, make up a position, 2-3 positions here. Caution, another 2-3 positions, caution. He'd have to do it fast, quick, in a hurry, and he would have to get really lucky, but it's possible. We'll just have to see. And I'm interested to see now how this Ed DeBoer Colin Forrester race is going to go. Will we see the bumper be used?
Yeah, because Colin Forrester and Ed DeBoer, they're going to be the ones battling for the position. Is it going to be spicy? 3 laps to go. David Salter getting off to a good jump. Green flag's out. The 82 of Ed DeBoer, though, getting off to a good, not as good of a jump, but as good jump as he could. To that, big drive in from the 82.
Big drive in from the 82.
He had to get on the brakes. Had to get on the brakes. No contact, though. See Ed DeBoer trying to block off all momentum he can, but
he's tight.
He's going to tighten him up. Ed DeBoer up into the wall.
White flag.
White flag's out. This is going to be it.
No caution.
Oh, my goodness. Caution's out.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a white flag.
I did see it pop up and say white flag. See right here back behind him. It looks like the 2 of Matthew Fitz. Oh, the 6 got in really hot. Got into Matthew Fitz. See the 84 get into it. Man, just everybody getting into it up there.
Yeah, this race should be over. That's kind of I think David Salter might have just gotten, if anything happens, that win is taken from him. I think that should be the end of the race. He was across the line when that yellow came out.
This is where it threw the yellow flag. Yep, that is where it threw the yellow flag. So he would have not been across the line. He did have the white flag out, but he was not across the line yet. Man, so David Salter going to have to get off to a good jump.
You should go to the cockpit view and look at the caution lights.
Okay.
Because I think he was across the line. If we can see any. Of course, we're not going to be able to see any. Nope, see, they came on. They came on after he crossed. Look, man, now they're on up there. Yeah, go back, go back, go back. You see it right up here in your top right? There it is, on after he crosses the line.
Yeah, no, you're right.
This race should be over. And that should be Colin Forrester walking away with the championship. iRacing just gypped him out of that. But it's going to give DeBoer another chance out of here. But, man, that's just not right.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if that 82, or the 88, excuse me, can hold off the 9 of Colin Forrester. And if Colin Forrester can get a good jump over the 82 of Ed DeBoer, we're going to have to see. Man, because that was, like Josh said, that was kind of a weird call for it to come out after he was already over the line. So, iRacing, man, get your stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, they could have just had big championship implications right there. That could just completely swing the way this whole race goes now because of that one little thing. A whole season rides on the line now because of that white flag and yellow flag right there. That's just ridiculous.
It is what it is. We're here now. We got to deal with it. The 88 doing that slow crawl out of into turn 3, now out of turn 3 into turn 4. Gonna see that 82 try to get off to a good jump. The 9 try not to get off to a good jump. The 8 trying to time it just right. The 8 gonna get off. The 88 gonna get off to a good jump. The 9 looks like he's falling back just a little bit. Ed DeBoer gonna drive it onto the inside.
And this is gonna be contact. Yeah, there it is. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so we see right now Ed DeBoer driving it in really hot there into the corner.
That race just left a
If recent storms have caused damage to your property, contact 811 before you begin your cleanup. Buried utilities around uprooted trees can make a bad situation worse if those lines are not located before digging. Electric, natural gas, and internet lines are everywhere, and knowing where they are is the safest way to start any digging project. Call North Carolina 811 by dialing 811 or by using single address ticket on NC811.org or the NC811 app.
When do you plan on putting in that new fence we've been talking about since last summer?
I guess I could start tomorrow.
Protect the ones you love and protect your buried utilities by contacting 811 before you dig, either by phone, the web, or the NC811 app. Know what's below before you dig. Visit NC811.org to learn more.
This tree is going to look great here.
Did you call 811 to protect your underground utilities?
I can't wait to see these roses come up.
Dig, dig, dig! Wait, we forgot to call 811.
Before you dig, make sure you can. Call 811 to know what's below. It's up to all of us to protect the ones we love.
As we welcome you back, yeah, just here under caution. This should be the last time around.
'82 better watch his back right here. He's about to get wiped out by somebody. A failed attempt and then an absolute sin to wreck the other competitor. That's going to get you into some hot water here with some of those teammates. I would not be surprised if we see the 12 absolutely send the 82 into the catch fence.
Green flag's out. We'll see Austin Rhodes. He's going to get that run on the inside. See what happens here. Going down into turn 1, you're going to see Austin Rhodes on the inside. The 82 Ed DeBoer on the outside. The 82 getting loose.
And then he's going to hit the 9 again. Absolutely what you deserve when you...
Okay, Josh. Stan Mayberry is your champion. David Salter going to walk away with the win. Stan Mayberry, 0 wins on the entire season. Stan Mayberry going to walk away with the Full Throttle North Carolina 811 Dig Championship here tonight. Get a word with that David Salter machine. Stan Mayberry. It looks like Bradley Wilson going to walk away with that 3rd position. See him locking it up into the corner. David Salter going to walk away with the win. Stan Mayberry going to walk away your champion. So right now, we'll wait for all the drivers to get ready into the booth, but we'll go ahead and go through those final race tabs. We'll get it pulled up here. Give me 1 second. There we go. Got it pulled up on the screen. David Salter going to walk away with the championship for 140 here at the Richmond Speedway. But Stan Mayberry going to walk home your Full Throttle Motorsports championship. Bradley Wilson going to be in 3rd. Stoney Benfield 4th. Austin Rhodes 5th. Ed DeBoer 6th. Logan Rhodes 7th. Colin Forrester 8th. Patrick Ginter 9th. 10th going to go to Chad Hitchcock. Case Colin back going to be 11th. 12th Matthew Fitz. 13th Jonathan Coombs. Jimmy Green 14th. 15th going to go to Ryan Sword. 16th Clayton Kincart. 17th Josh Carver. 18th Robbie Bice. 19th James Morgan. 20th Adam McKinney. And that's going to round out your field. So we'll wait for these drivers to get into the booth, and then we'll have Have a word with them. David's already in there if you want to. Oh, I am not muted. Yeah, as we're just waiting on Stan Mayberry to get up in the booth, so that way we can have a word with him. We'll go ahead and get everybody else after that.
Stan Mayberry, you have just won the championship in what has probably been the biggest gamble with your strategy. Congratulations, man. 0 wins on the season, but you're coming home with the trophy tonight. Mr. Consistent Stan Mayberry, how does it feel picking up the championship here tonight, buddy?
Man, I'll tell you, my hands are shaking right now, to be honest with you. After, I can't remember who it was that, I think it was James Morgan, that got loose early and hit me. I thought it was over then. I was down 40 RPMs. I didn't think there was a chance to even do it. And I just stayed out there, took the wave around to get the lap back, and then cautions fell, and then I just tried to fix a little bit of damage a little bit at a time. And then that last restart with Colin up there, I thought it was Colin's championship, and I was just going to try to finish as close as I could. And then all chaos broke loose, and it's pretty crazy. I'm pretty excited. It's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, and man, on one side we've got a bunch of people that are probably ready to go at each other's necks. We've got a lot of emotion going on here tonight, but on one side, the camp, we've got a guy that just won the championship here, in the last race of the season. A bunch of it, not even adversity, really. I guess you could use the word, but just a bunch that's happened, And like you said, you went 2 laps down at the start of the race. I mean, wrecked within the first 10 laps of the race, and had so much adversity to come back through. We were watching it, saw you get 1 lap back, and then we were like, okay, Stan's got another couple laps later, another caution comes out, and then it was that fight back game, and you had that ultimate fight, that fight that you've shown all season, Stan, and so many runner-ups. It was a runner-up tonight, but at the end of the day, it was the championship, and I got to say, a very well-deserved championship, Stan. It's been so awesome from the first race we watched you come into the league, and you didn't have really as much of the struggles as some of the rookies, but you still had your struggles and a little bit of the issues adapting to the car and the sim and everything. But other than that, man, you've shown a lot of speed, a lot of grit, a lot of determination, and you've just won yourself your first championship here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's I tried the whole time to to be respectful, not to try to cause any issues, and I know there was a lot of drama and stuff, and I just tried to stay away from everybody, give plenty of room, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I always kind of went by the race how you want to be raced, and tried to stay within my talent level, I guess you could say, and just try to be consistent. And I know eventually the wins will come, but had no idea that you'd get a championship before a win in here. But I mean, I got to thank you guys. You guys do great. I watch the broadcast back every Monday, and you guys do a great job. People that I work with, they even say what a good job you guys do because I make them watch part of it with me. And I got to thank 811 Dig for helping us out, and my teammates at Full Throttle. I mean, Dave and Patrick and Stoney and Robbie. They're always there to help practice and give me tips. And like even with Robbie, when he got taken out middle of the race, he still stuck around in there and kept pumping me up and telling me, keep your head high. You still got a chance. You still got a chance. Race it to the end. So yeah, I'm unbelievably stoked. It's pretty awesome.
Man, we were unbelievably stoked too. We were talking about it, amongst ourselves behind the scenes, how it would be one of those like Cinderella stories in a sense if you were able to pick up the win here tonight or the championship, and you were able to do one of those, and it was the latter, the more important, pick up the championship. Obviously, if you were to win, you would pick up the championship too. But you know what I mean, Stan.
Yeah,
great
and
win, man.
Yeah, and I felt if of course hindsight's 2020, but I put a lot of work in for this race and with this with the new setups for the cars, and I mean. I know people have commented on in the chat rooms about, that we practice and practice and practice, but, I don't take that as a dig. I take that as a compliment because, we want to come out and do well. We don't want to cause issues. I don't want to wreck into people, but I want to drive. And I really felt like, even if I wouldn't have that incident, I felt like I had a chance to win it. And then once I had that incident, I just kind of went into recovery mode of, just let the chips fall where they may, go out there, stay out of trouble. And I still got ran into a few other times, but I still just plug away. Consistency wins. I mean, it's you don't always. It's not a sprint.
Yes, sir. Well, Stan, it has been an honor to watch you pick up the championship here tonight for the Full Throttle Next Gen Series, man. We know this is the final race of the season, the final race of the series. So, it's been an absolute pleasure, absolute honor watching all you guys get out there week in and week out, digging all the practice, hard work that goes into it. We just really appreciate you guys. And Stan, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything you want to say to the Mayberry fans before we let you get out of here, buddy, you're more than welcome.
I mean, just kind of recap what I already said. I appreciate everybody that puts this stuff together. I know it's a tough deal for the admins and especially for Robbie to put this all on. And I'm honored and happy that that the championships with Full Throttle as it goes out. So that's a big deal for me, and I'm glad David picked up the win tonight, and then I was able to get the championship. It's a pretty cool deal, and more importantly, I appreciate the friendships and the people that I've met in here, you guys and all the other folks. I mean, and especially the guys on the team. I mean, that's to me, that's 90% of it is the fellowship and getting to hang with you guys and getting to meet you guys and know you guys. So I really appreciate it.
We really appreciate you, Stan. Well, it's been an absolute honor, absolute pleasure to watch you guys race all season, man. But honestly, it's one of those things that as much as I don't know what I'm trying to get at here, but as much as we love to see the end of the season, see another champion, we hate to see it go so much. And we're glad that we were able to be along the ride with you boys, be the guys to sit up here in the booth and talk about all you. And honestly, it was really fun, man. One of the most fun rides we've had in a while. And Stan, before we let you go, just wanted to say again, congratulations to your victory here tonight in the championship, I should say. And we'll hopefully see you in some of your other ventures, buddy. And good luck in your future races here on the platform, man.
All right, guys. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, and that was Stan Mayberry. Going to go ahead and bring up now David Salter, our race winner, and have a word with him.
I'll be right back.
Oh, sorry, Salter. Hey, buddy. This is Chris and Josh here in the booth, and man, first race win here in the league, and gotta say, it came at the last race in existence.
Better late than never is what I can say.
Heck yeah, man. But Salter, I gotta say, man, excellent race there at the end. We saw some controversy. We saw a little bit of beating, a little bit of banging, saw some frustration, but overall, man, you and Stan both kept y'all's head on those older tires and overall, man, there at the end, you were able to come out and have a very strong car, even with a little bit of a tire advantage there that some of the other guys had. But, we'll take a step back earlier into the race. It seemed like early on you had a solid car, but you never really seemed like a car that was going to go out there and win the race. What kind of adjustments or what, driving adjustments did you have to make there coming towards the end to be able to set yourself up for victory here tonight?
Well, everybody knows since they put the update out, these cars drive completely different. Basically, we did, Stan, Robbie, and we tested all week, work on the setups. That first caution that I came in, I tightened up the car how I knew I could tighten it up, and it held the whole race. I'm surprised it held the whole race. I didn't touch the car after that first adjustment.
Yeah, man, it seemed like whatever you guys did there towards that later half of the race, that setup was hit, man, and that 88 seemed to be very, very strong. And other than that, I mean, it just seemed like you had all the cards right here tonight, David. It was so great to be able to see you finally pick up that win, man. And like we said, with it being the last race, it almost it's almost one of those punch in the gut kind of feelings that we have to kind of walk away from this. Hopefully, maybe not forever, just for the time being. If not, I mean, we'll have to let bygones be bygones and say that we got to see you win in the last race of Full Throttle. And I got to say, it's probably the most David Salter thing that you could do.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's been a long time coming. I've been close on many occasions, but can never finish it out. I just, it's nice for the team to get, the track win and then have the teammate get the overall championship. I mean, I can't say enough for this team. We battled adversity. I know I've had my problems over the past couple weeks. I mean, just kept our heads down, dug hard, helped Stan out tonight, getting him out of his, I want to say he was at one point 3 laps down tonight, just kept his head in the game and just, battled hard. I can't say enough for Stan, Patrick, and Robbie and myself. I mean, we just to the end.
Heck yeah, man. You guys have ran an awesome season. This has been a very, very competitive season from all the teams. We've seen so many guys have so much competition, so many different winners. And got to say, it's been very competitive. What we wanted these next-gen cars to do. And Salter, tonight, you produced, man. You had a great race. It was awesome to see you finally put one together. And on your day, it came together. You picked up the win, and your teammate picked up the championship. So all in all, a great night for all you guys over in the Full Throttle Motorsports. But Salter, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout-outs, anything before we let you go here, before the fans here one last time, you can go ahead and throw them out there, buddy, and we'll let you get on your way, celebrate this win and championship with your teammate.
Well, I thought it was going to be given away. iRacing was going to give it away when that second caution came out. I was like, I crossed the line but again, great job to you and Chris in the booth. Hell of a job all season long. Robbie and the rest of the admins for putting up with everything this season. Salter's Appliance Repair. I know, shout out to Paid to Win setups, Ryko setups. Between those two, we've been hitting on all cylinders this season. Again, Robbie, Patrick, Stan, Stoney was in there. I mean, we just clicking on all cylinders. I can't say enough for this team. Just overall, I can't believe I actually got a win before the end of this, before it was over with. So
well, man,
honestly, hats off to you two. I can't wait to look forward to watching the replay.
Yeah, man, we know you're excited to do that. Well, David, man, it has been an absolute blessing, absolute honor, whatever it is, privilege, all of them, to watch you guys, race every Sunday night for the past couple, a little bit. It's been a minute that we've known you guys, and it's been an absolute honor. The friendships we've gained through it all, and hey, we're excited to watch you pick up that first win, and hopefully, in the future we'll get to see some more Salter wins. If not, hey, we're just glad that we were here for the ride. But Salter, it was awesome watching you win. We'll let you get down here with your team, and again, congratulations on the victory and congratulations on your teammate picking up the championship.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
And that was David Salter. Going to go ahead and bring up Bradley Wilson, our third place finisher, and have a word with our last interview of the night. Bradley Wilson, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Sir.
Hey, buddy. Well, man, we saw an absolutely battered 51 right there. Somehow managed a third place. We know a lot of mayhem right there at the end of the race. But, other than that, man, you look strong all night, leading pretty much the majority of the race. And we saw the car get loose coming out of 2. I want to say I'm not really too sure. I can't remember everything that happened there. But I know you got into that situation and just kind of had to battle back. So we saw no rear deck lid, pretty much I really don't know how hard that thing was to drive with no downforce, but man, we saw you wheel that thing back up to a third place finish with all the mayhem there at the end. And congratulations on that third place here tonight, Bradley.
Thank you. It definitely was a little bit of a struggle to get back up there when you're 200 RPM down, but somehow we brought it back up here. I think with all the mayhem going on, we were able to pick positions off and luckily get into position.
Yeah, you guys did, a really excellent job to work through all the, the mayhem, the struggles, whatever it may be, to get your way back up into a good position to get yourself back into a podium spot. I mean, with all the chaos we saw there at the end, I'm pretty sure it was one of those things that you guys were just excited to be able to pick up a position, get back into the podium step, and cap off what has been a really great season, even though you were knocked out of the championship a little early. But I got to say, it's just one of those things, Bradley. It was a fun season, man. And congratulations again on that third place. And I hope in the future we're going to get to see you guys race some more with, the way the league is going and everything.
Yeah, I definitely hope so too. It would be a lot of fun. Coming in these Sundays is always a blast. You're going to have good race and a lot of fun doing it too.
Yeah, it's always a lot of fun watching you guys, man. And, like we were saying to, Patrick or not Patrick, but David and Stan, it's been such a blessing, an honor, and a privilege, all of it, to watch you guys. We've opened up so many doors for, just ourselves. We went from 2 guys calling with a bunch of random dudes in a Discord, me and us going on our own to, making so many different paths for ourselves so far. So it's been an absolute, just pleasure to call all you guys. Bradley, we've got to watch you go from, just some random name that was in a SDK to a guy we've talked to regularly. And it's been an absolute pleasure having you up in the booth so much. We hope the Chandler Shine Racing 51, wherever it goes in its ventures, has a lot of success. And, if we're ever in the opportunity to, we're going to have to come by and watch some of those races that you get yourself into.
Thank you. It'd be a blast to have you guys. If you want to come join the Discord over at Shenandoah Shine, or discord.gg/Shenandoah Shine, we always have a lot of fun over there and definitely back each other quite a bit.
Heck yeah, man. That's we'll definitely do that because we got to keep in touch with all you guys for sure. We're not going to go anywhere, obviously, but it's just gonna be one of those things, not being racing. We know some people go their own ways, but hey, it's gonna be one of those things. But Bradley, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything, man, for the Full Throttle faithful, the Sandal Shine Racing fans, Bradley Wilson fans, anybody, before we get you out of here, you're more than welcome to throw those out there, buddy. And we'll let you get out of here before we wrap it up here tonight.
Just got to thank everyone that helped me here tonight. Clayton Kincard, James Morgan, my dad, my whole family for coming and letting me do this on Sunday nights. We always put up a good fight in these races and fell up a little bit short in the playoffs, but it was still fun nonetheless. My sponsors, ShenandoahShine.co, MartinSports906.com, Elite Performance Industries. They always give banger sets week in and week out. Everyone over at Abbey Racing Sports, White Knuckle Esports, they just do so well to get me to be as decent as I am today.
Heck yeah, man. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you up here in the booth, man, and watching all the racing this season. We hope in your future ventures you have good luck, man, and hopefully we'll be seeing you later on in the future, Bradley, and good luck in the rest of your racing ventures, and congratulations tonight on that podium, and hopefully we'll be seeing you soon, man.
All right, thank you. I like that.
Thank you, buddy. All right, and that was Bradley Wilson. Well, Chris, any final words, literal final words for our Full Throttle faithful before we get them out of here tonight?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Just want to say a big shout out to NC811 Dig for allowing us to be able to put on this season this year. This was definitely a lot of fun. Congratulations to Stan Mayberry on taking home that championship. Never winning a race and still walking away with that championship, man. Like you said, Josh, just Mr. Consistency, right place, right time. Just had to be there, to see it. So good job to Stan Mayberry. Just a big shout out to everybody out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Big shout out to Cook's Lawn Care. We really appreciate them being on board, and Major Setup Shop for also being a part of this Full Throttle series. Big shout out to the Full Throttle faithful, Robbie Bice, David Salter, all the guys in the background, all the guys that take care of this, all the, everybody that, that helps put these races on and do all this, big shout out to them. Again, big shout out to everybody that watches on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. We could not do it without you guys, with all the family members and everything. We love you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We really do. We love everybody that's sat here with us on Sunday nights and had a lot of fun. We couldn't do it without you guys. Really big shout out to y'all.
I hate to interrupt, guys.
Well, I'm in the middle of talk. And apparently Josh Carver's up here. I'm going to let him have something to say. Oh, what were you saying, Carver? Go ahead.
I just wanted to say I wanted to appreciate what you and Josh have done. Can you hear me? Okay, I just wanted to thank on behalf of the drivers for what you and Josh did in the broadcast booth over the last 2 seasons. It's been really awesome, and y'all helped make the league what it is with y'all's announcing. We really appreciate it.
Oh man, we like I was saying just a second ago, man, we really appreciate everything that that y'all do. We couldn't do it without you guys. Hell, this has been a lot of fun, and we couldn't do it without you guys. Sorry, I kind of caught me off guard there. I was just talking, and all of a sudden I heard a voice talking. I was like, whoa, what's going on? But no,
I just wanted to say thanks for what you guys do.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Y'all have a good one.
You too, man. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of got caught off guard. Like I said, I was sitting there talking, and all of a sudden heard a voice in my head. I was like, whoa. But anyway, yeah, just big shout out to everybody that's out there on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. And again, doing it for the last time here tonight, Josh. I'm gonna say this has been Chris. I really do appreciate everybody out there letting us do this. So, Josh, you got anything to say? This is it.
Yeah, I do. I just got to say a big thank you to Robbie Bice, David Salter, everybody over at the Full Throttle group. I mean, we've been on board with these guys for a good little bit, and you hate to see it come to an end tonight. And, I just also got to say a big thank you to the fans, big thank you to all the drivers, all the all the times we've had. We've seen a lot of cautions, a lot of good racing, a lot of adversity, everything over here, and it all comes to an end tonight. We saw a very, very deserving champion crowned here, and all I got to say is it's just been a good ride. To all the Full Throttle fans, thank you. To all the sponsors, NC811 Dig, they've been great, and to everybody that's made this possible for me and Chris, just a big old thank you, and we hope that you guys have a great rest of your night. And I'm gonna miss Full Throttle. This kind of stinks, man. But hey, it was worth it. It was real worth the fun. We're glad we got to get the times with them. And we just can't wait to see what the future holds for all of our drivers here. Yeah, I think that is going to be all from me and Chris up here in the booth. And got to say, one last time signing off here in the Full Throttle booth. Thank you to our fans. Thank you to our drivers. Thank you to all our admins and owners that have made it possible for me and Chris to spend our Sunday nights here in the booth. So for one more final time, saying good night, and we will hopefully see you in the future here at Full Throttle.